that you got highlighted?
It was in the minutes listed as application 1, the campground.
No, it's application 2.
Correct, it's application 2, the building expansion, which he did not abandon.
Okay,
And he's coming in October.
understand that. Are there any questions from the ward? Yes? Do we need to make this a motion? Make it a motion?
Motion.
Motion, we accept the minutes as corrected. Second by Missy, all in favor? All right. Well, we're on the minutes. Has everybody read August 13th minutes? Was there any changes or corrections?
I didn't see any.
I didn't see any.
I wasn't here, so.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know if anything's wrong.
All right, I make a motion, we accept the minutes as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Yes. With only 3 of us, it has to be unanimous.
Right.
Right.
Well, let's clarify. If it's not unanimous, it's a no action.
It's a no action.
It's not a denial or a rejection, it's a no action. That's.
And if one of us gets sick, they all read.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't vote on it.
You can't vote on
All right. Hey, Mark Cormier said, can we get him cleaned up? I thought we had this ironed out.
I'm not, I think so too, but I'm not exactly sure. There were reference in the minutes, and I'm going by memory, but I believe it was last July that you were here.
I don't remember when, but.
I think it was the July meeting. And you were looking to put up a garage. It was going to be 5 feet off the property line, right? Does that make sense? And you had, the minutes reflect that you presented a letter from Ann Bonacorsi.
President of the governing committee.
Right, that, I mean, the minutes say that rescinded the covenants and restrictions. But I don't know if we ever saw a copy of that.
Yes, you did. Well, you guys have a copy of the covenant and the paper. I also sent it to Bill the other day before we started finding out. And when we left here in June, July, you said, whatever?
Yeah.
You guys had both said, go get your permit because of the governing committee.
Right.
That you guys didn't deal with the covenant stuff, that to go ahead and get the permit. Had I got the permit,
Right.
we'd be all set right now.
And then even when you look at the covenants and restrictions, they actually allow for a garage to be built 4 feet from the property line and a house to be built 10 feet from the neighboring property line. Right? So I think the concern of at least one of your neighbors was his house is 11 feet from the property line. You're building within 5 feet. That's going to be basically 16 feet between the end of his property and your garage. And with the clearing of the trees to accommodate the garage, there was a concern with privacy. According to the covenants, it can be 4 feet away and the house can be 11 feet, so that's 15 feet. So either way, even if the covenants were rescinded, I'm not sure that there's an issue. I think the biggest concern was from the neighbor was the clearing of all the trees.
We talked in the beginning. I tried to talk to him 3 or 4 times afterwards, but we talked in the beginning, and he has less property if I left it the way it was, except for I was going to move. I said, if I can't build a garage, I'm going to be putting a shelter over there, and it will not be any privacy. With the garage, it's going to be utmost privacy because there's nothing on his side. There's no doors.
Right.
There's no windows. He's gonna have more privacy than he ever had. Before we had trees and you could see through them. So he'll have 150% more privacy than the 20% he had before, where he's gonna get with a shelter.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, he may end up putting up a fence anyway, so that may be the issue.
And I've offered to, they could use the property anytime they want. I offered to let him paint the barn on that side. He could do what he wanted, and I'll plant any trees and shrubs he would like. The reason I was talking to him recently is I was trying to get him, he said he doesn't care if I take down all the trees, and I didn't take down anything on his side. But I was trying to work with him and let him know that I'll have a tree guy here. If you want him down, I'll have him cut down at my expense. And the excavator, he didn't want all that grass. There's stuff that the previous owner put there that he doesn't really care for. And I said, I wanted to tell him that my excavator guy will be here. I can take all that away where you're here, start from scratch if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to plant whatever he would like to put down. So privacy-wise, he'll be looking at something that nobody can see through.
And those discussions are still going, or?
No, I had them I had the beginning, I wanted to put it up. Then I discussed with him another time, and he said, we're really not interested in having you put up a garage because of the resale on his house. And I said, I don't know what the resale will be if there's a 40-foot shelter, a shelter logic over there.
Do the covenants and restrictions?
Yeah, generally, yeah. I mean, there's provision.
I didn't miss.
I think it's 546. No, 546 for code says, except in subdivisions, you have to stay 20 feet from the property line, right? The reason being because those subdivisions have covenants and restrictions.
Right.
Those covenants and restrictions are a little less restrictive than what we have.
Mm-hmm.
That's their right to do. I think the other issue is just again, I've never been by your property, Mark, so there was concern related to, stuff on the property, and I surmised that maybe building the garage to put the stuff in the garage. I don't know.
Well, that's what was expressed at the very first meeting I had with him was I would like to get all my cars and things that I have there, move it inside. The shelter won't house all that. I just want to change things up. I want to cut down all the trees in front of my house and start from scratch. They're all shit from 1980. Horrible. Everything's a square. There's no way to mow around it. I have the paper if you want to see this one.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Is that from Ann?
This is the one from Ann.
Okay.
I sent that to Bill. You guys have it. I sent it in an email.
I didn't get it out.
No,
So when we left here,
We do, it's in the minutes.
when we left here in July, I'll bring it up in my email. I know you haven't heard the. So when I left here in July, I would have got my permit. We'd have been golden. Just I cut the trees down and started prepping for the operation. I discussed with Steve, which is the only neighbor in question. I discussed with him if he wanted me to do anything with the trees. He really wasn't really interested in getting back. The tree guy was there at the same time. I was willing to clean up his yard at my expense, let him start from scratch. I'll plant the stuff where he wants, trees. I told him he could even paint that side of the garage. I didn't really care. Whatever he wanted. But I'm no longer interested in doing a lot of that stuff.
Well, we did not, you wanted a variance, which we did not give you because of the covenants and restrictions in the letter from Ann on first, correct?
Well, I don't know what he gave you. You just said, go get my building permit. You're good to go. That's where we left it, is go get your permit. And I walked out of here, come back the next day and got the permit. We wouldn't be here talking about this stuff. But we dug up the minutes from the meeting, and it just said it was approved by you guys, so I want to say on 14th or something. So we were good to go last time I left, but now this thing is resurfaced again. And I've got the trees cut down. my excavator guy is ready to go. And I think the privacy issue is gonna be worse for him if I put a green shelter logic 40 feet long over there, or a Connex trailer 40 feet long. I think he's gonna be a little more unhappy with that than he would with a nice
Well,
garage.
That's something we don't like to get involved with, is a civil issue.
Can I do that?
You had an email address for me that I even forgot about. Dreamscape.
Oh, so it came up? Well, that's how long ago it was, probably you were.
Well, so that, yeah, the letter, there is a letter I sent myself, I'll send it to you soon, just so we have it. But it does clearly say that the architectural review or control committee grants permission to Mark and Carol Tormina to construct a garage at a future date on their property, lot 11, and is rescinding the restricted covenant number 5. Number 5 deals with the setback distance, right? That having been said, when you look at the restricted covenant, it says right in there that a garage, a detached garage, can be 5 feet from the property. That's by covenant.
5 or 4.
Or I'm sorry, 4, and he's putting it 5.
Well, I'm going 4. I actually would like to maybe go 3.
You can't do that.
You guys will see each other in court.
Well,
Listen,
I've seen stuff going up around the places with no builder permit. I'm sure 4 feet will work.
don't go there with it.
4 feet will work. All I'm asking for is what we said before. It's either a go or it's a not. I got no. I can't be going back and forth with neighbors, sending emails, and I would like to get going, move forward.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know that, well, I'm not saying I don't know, I know that we don't have jurisdiction over this because it's a restricted covenant. So if we did have jurisdiction, your distance, your setback would be 20 feet. And then you'd be asking for a variance of 70 feet.
And you have to have the neighbor sign it.
Sure.
Right. So the restrictive covenant is the way to go. Building it any closer than what the restrictive covenant says is, you assume the personal risk. But I mean, we'll notify William. That'd be my recommendation to issue the permit.
Do we need the minutes for it to reflect this?
I think it is. It's writing.
I would like something sent to me, because I had asked for that back when we did that meeting before, asked if I could have something stating that it was clear to go. I want something this time.
Mark, what's your mailing address? Is it
63 Garden Down. And you got my email. If it went through the right one.
All right, are you happy now?
I was happy before, because we were good to go when I left here the last time.
Well, somebody's gonna send William and Jen to give it a permit.
Okay.
I'll be busy.
Who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Do we need
Who's
to,
that?
I think, clarify who's
I'll
doing it?
I'll prepare a letter and I'll copy you. Copy.
And will I get a copy of this letter?
Oh, it's going to be addressed to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll get a letter that says what?
That
What is the letter? Now that I'm
you came tonight, reviewed the situation again with us. We reviewed it. We verified the letter from him on a course that the town has the planning board has no jurisdiction over this request because it's part of a subdivision, and that the building permit will be issued. Just remind you of the covenants and restrictions that are within the Garden Acres subdivision. Well, it's called Garden Acres subdivision, but Garden Drive is the street.
in the road.
And there you go. And hopefully you can work it out with the neighbor.
And I brought a surveyor in just to put stakes down on the line just to make sure he was aware of Lawrence.
That would be wise.
I already brought him in, and we already did that to make sure. And I wanted to double make sure, and I made sure we cut the trees down. Anything on my side was mine. And Steve had expressed to me that he's not really a greens guy, so he didn't care about the trees. I said, well, okay, it's over your pool and your roof is getting wrecked. I'm actually doing you a huge favor, you got stuff growing on there. But I didn't take down anything on his side.
Great.
Just for sure.
You're gonna send something?
Yep.
I can text way in the right.
Yeah.
All right,
So I'm good.
you're good.
Look at that.
I'm not sure you're permitted in sitting over
Well, I don't know. Bill said he was
there.
waiting on you guys.
us?
You said you were all good with Bill, and Bill said he's waiting on you.
It might be there, so.
So I can stop in and see, is it probably with Jen this week or something?
Tomorrow,
I got,
don't come Friday.
what's Friday?
No,
Not
thank you.
open.
Oh,
All right, my friend.
thank you. What else is on the agenda? Anything I need to be here for?
Copy
No.
here if you like.
You sure?
There's
I'll stay for a
copy on
minute
the
just to see if
table
there's anything
you
cool
like.
coming up.
No, you're good to go.
This is-
And you're welcome for squeezing in.
Well, thank you. I was only coming to observe and see if anything was brought up.
Oh, all right. Well, now
But thanks for bringing it up. When you see an old guy back here, brought it to my attention.
Hey, the same age.
Well, there's two old guys back here. Glad you looked at the good one with the green shirt. Then there's the evil one.
All right, Calvin,
Yes.
come up here, please. Tell us what you want to do.
I want to put another house on the wall.
Okay. You've got an existing residence, 56 by 28. And your proposed addition, or this is another piece of property?
That's another house in front of that house.
So,
32 by 62.
sounds like a trailer. Mobile.
It's not.
Modular. You need a survey, one. Right, how many acres you got?
9.
Right, because you need to have 5. You need to have a survey. You know, I put down double wide line, whatever, get some.
It might be, I can get it either way. I haven't decided if I want to put a basement in yet or not. So it might be, I don't want to have nothing. It's just me and my wife and that. I'm going to give my kids up.
Okay. Missy?
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
no, am I reading this right? I'm struggling with this a little bit because it's so small.
I got a little bigger one.
Okay, well, if you get a little bigger one,
I
that would be
did
great.
bring a little bigger one.
Perfect.
Yeah,
No, this is the drawing.
we need a better drawing.
It's just the site plan. Which yeah. All right, so, on this, it's saying 100 feet, 50 feet back from the road. This is the road, this is the
No, this is the property road up here.
road. Okay,
Where's
so
the
then
road?
where's your road frontage, right here?
The road right here, the driveway right here, that's the road.
So the road runs this way?
And that is county road. 4?
Myers Road.
Oh, Myers Road, I should. Okay,
All right, so you're 150 feet back from the road,
Yep.
is what you're saying?
Yep.
All right, these two are the property lines here?
Yes, they go all the
Okay,
way
so
back.
how far are we talking here? What's the dimension here?
We're off, I'm off the property, 30 feet off the property line.
which side?
It'll be
He's saying-
facing the left side.
This side here,
Yes, yep.
30 feet.
Yeah, that's, the little square would be the other place I'm having. And my house is right behind it, and then my
All right,
pole barn's next to that.
So, all right, the dotted line is the one you're proposing?
Yes, yep.
Okay,
It doesn't look like 30 feet, is it?
no, that's what I'm saying, that's
It's,
why.
well, I had a ChatGPT draw it, so I didn't have a survey guy draw it.
And then, which one's the residence here?
Right there, that one,
This one's the
Residence
residence?
is right there directly behind it.
And the other one's a pole
And
barn?
that's the pole barn.
Okay.
Yep.
Then what's, and this is the septic with the
The
diagonal
septic
lines?
is right here behind, no, that's right behind the house.
What is,
That's the new place, that one, right there.
oh, that's the, new- see, look at here, this is showing, that's where I was getting confused. This is showing dotted lines here of the proposed new place.
Right, oh, yeah, that's it,
That's it right
So
there.
then
And
what's
then
this
that's
with
the
the
regular-
dotted,
That's the regular, that's where we live now.
That's your pole barn.
and this is the pole barn, then what's this?
The leach field, it says leach, that's leach field. And I got an actual septic
Okay.
system,
Alright, so this is
Behind
the
my
Leach
house,
field is
not a-
between
This
the
is
house
the
and
house.
the barn.
it's behind, yeah, it's behind the house.
Gotcha.
Right, yes.
Are you gonna use a common septic?
Oh, yes, cause I got a treatment, waste treatment plant on the property.
We'll need that kind of information and
Okay, no.
probably the
Does that say 15 feet or 100?
150.
150 is what it's,
Okay, so
right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
It's
back.
150.
Back pretty
I'm
good.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
really.
Yeah.
And what's the width of the whole lot, or the,
134 feet? No.
no?
For
Oh,
whole
yeah,
width?
yeah,
300
is that right?
It's over 200, yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's pretty
this,
wide.
this section here?
Yes.
Do you have a
Okay.
survey from even an existing
I
one?
might have one
Way back?
Where's I haven't looked these all. I was just getting an idea what I have to do to bring back to you guys.
That was the first thing I put on here when I looked at this earlier was the septic survey.
Yeah, I'll have to get that, yep, that's not a problem.
What I would make a recommendation that it be a location survey. In other words, that the surveyor plots out all this current structures.
Right, okay,
And
yep,
even your proposed structure,
Right.
right? So just kind of like what you've done here,
right,
but just put it on a survey map, just so we know we've
right.
got the true readings, and measurements. I think you're far enough away, back. You've certainly got enough acreage under our site plans. It's a spaghetti lot, but,
Okay, so how close, so is it right in line with, this line is right
Yes.
in line with the existing house?
Yes.
It's just gonna be a little bit, it's just gonna be probably the other way, oriented the other way
Right,
as
no,
opposed to this one, or is
That's
it?
the way, that way, just the way. it is.
Just the way it's
Yep, yep, it's just the way it's, and this is an old one.
And then here's your driveway, right? This is
That's the driveway, yes.
Okay.
so they're gonna be, based on this, there's about 20 foot of separation between the two
30 foot.
walls.
Yep, yep. Oh,
Between
I
the-
30, I
Something
got
says
20 on
20,
here, so I
alright.
got 30, I had to take 30 out my yard, but just to see where it go, but, yeah, it's 20 I got here.
Yeah, to Kevin's point, need to be accurate
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have, that's all I have,
and big enough that we can read it.
right.
Now, I don't wanna pry too much, but it is in the regulations, who would be occupying the other?
My kid,
Okay.
my son would be in this back one.
Right, did you say you're taking the new one
We're
and he's
taking
taking the
he's
old
taking the
one?
old one.
So you're
That's
first
fair.
degree.
Yeah, that's fair.
First degree.
That's the way I'd
right?
probably want
Right,
it.
right, yep.
And you got the acreage. Get us the information on the septic.
Okay,
What about water?
we got water, seawater, I mean, it actually runs where this is going, so we're gonna move the water line. The water line runs right under that kinda, and it goes in right back to my regular basement to there, so we're gonna have to move the water line to the side and we'll feed both the water.
Make sure they gotta go through the meter.
Right, oh yeah, that goes in the meter, everything runs through the meter, yeah.
Okay. The septic tank is big enough.
Oh yeah, it's a big septic tank.
Should I ask you, with the water department, can he have one feeding two residents, or
I don't believe so.
you're gonna have to talk to the
Put
water
a separate
department, you might
line
have to have
in,
a separate,
Well, I got a well too on there that works great, I mean, I don't care if I.
I'm just letting you know.
Well, you gotta remember one thing, you can't mix well water.
No, I'd have one, I
No,
could do
no.
well water in the one house. and
No, he could
city
run the
water in
well
another
to
house.
one of the
Because
houses
actually,
in
the
the
well is
city.
right in front of the house I'm putting on. That we used before we got city water.
I'm just making you aware.
Oh, no, yeah, I know.
That could be
I know, I used
Yeah,
to.
you
Issue
kinda
with
went
the
through
water
that, didn't you?
I'm going through it.
You're going through it. Yeah, touch bases and find out what you can do, what you can't
Okay.
do. Because if you've gotta put a meter pit in there with a, backflow preventer, but we usually don't do that for residents. Like the way that you're laying it out, it might be warranted, but let them touch base.
I will.
Right,
Well, he could just tap off, right? Just tap off the road to there, right? Or you can only be so far apart. Could he just tap off the,
Meter of the road.
yeah.
Well, that's-
That's what I'm saying. He's
No,
gonna
you
have to
could,
know
yeah,
what-
right, if,
because
yeah.
He's a water guy.
Right.
Bob was the water guy. Going over here,
There's been four since Bob.
Oh, geez,
I believe
used
each
to
dwelling
do
needs to have its own
computers here
meter.
for a while when Bob was there.
I believe each dwelling has to have its own meter.
That's
Each
what
dwelling
I'm,
has to have its own, unless I run, I can use a well on one of them, then, right, if I want to,
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask the water department, I'm not sure how that
because I
works.
mean, I do have a well for mine.
it wouldn't hurt to have a
I'll
discussion,
go
then
and
you'll,
ask.
then you'll know.
Yeah, all right. I'll
no,
go.
it's,
That's not.
it's easier to do it right once,
Right, oh yeah, no, I agree, yeah. I'll go ask him.
but, yeah, I would definitely get that, get a survey choice with it plotted out,
All right,
and big enough we can read it. And then, see if we can get you back in here for the October meeting.
okay.
The surveyor might be tough.
Yeah, you wanna jump on that pretty quickly, because they're busier than heck. I mean, there's only a handful of them in the area anymore, so.
All right.
We're usually, they tend to be 6 to 8 weeks, but, maybe catch.
What else do I can do, man?
Is this something you're hoping to do this year, or?
My wife's in a rush, I'm not. I'm gonna spend money like that, but, so, I guess to me it don't matter.
All right, well, why don't we, touch base with this, so get everything
All
done,
right, thank you.
and we'll get you back in.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, my friend, take
You
care.
guys have a great day.
Rob, finally.
Yes.
I got the original, I dropped off the original also. Which was the original.
I think this one was the same one that was in the email that you sent
Yep.
today. right?
Yes, exactly. So if you all have it, Sue, do you?
And Sue copied, well, she copied it.
This one, yeah.
You know, I keep losing it, it's not like I'm winning. Where do you get
You give us the thumbnail sketch of what you want here.
Let me just-
Here, you want it?
Here,
I already read it.
I got it. That's the original.
We wanna build an attached garage.
Yeah.
And we also, well, my wife and her father own the house next door. The property lines are just crazy the way they are. And where we wanna build the garage, this garage is gonna probably go over about a foot onto the other property, which is also owned by us, the trust, the Thompson Trust. So we're just looking to be able to use our land and build the property. And we do understand that at the point of we were to sell one of the residences, it would obviously, we'd have to be back or come back and get the lines redrawn.
Kevin, you got some
Kevin,
advice on this?
would he have to do that now, or could he do it later?
Well,
Is it like to get grandfathered somehow? if
No,
it doesn't
no,
get done
no.
now? Okay.
no, I mean, it's, for sale purposes, it would be an encroachment and no buyer would buy it.
Would buy it, right,
to,
okay.
with that encroachment until it were resolved. So the easiest way to resolve it is with a lot line adjustment that would be done through a surveyor. I mean, right now, it's being done, openly, right? It's on the record.
Mhm.
I'm not as concerned. I mean, it's a little bit of an unusual request that we see. We don't see many of these, but given the circumstances that there's common ownership between the two properties, I have less concern with that. It's going to be in their best interest to
Split.
adjust
Or to
that
adjust
line.
it, right.
Adjust the
Right.
line
Right.
now.
If they do sell it to a third party, non-family member, right?
Mhm.
But as long as, or until that happens, I don't have a real problem or heartburn.
Both properties are owned by the same
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah, so it's
It's just
right.
like.
Christine, is Rob's wife,
Yeah.
as I understand it, is the trustee of
Up
the
there.
family trust, as well as the power of attorney for his parents, her father, and then she is owner title. So she owns both 8 and 12. 8 outright, and 12 is in the trust.
No, 12 outright.
12 outright,
Eight
that's
is
right,
in the
and
trust.
8, she's the trustee of the trust and the power of attorney for her father.
I don't. You know, it's right. Don't want us to be.
We're not creating any type of grandfathering situation, and it's an encroachment that would have to be corrected at the time of sale. Buyer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you and your wife are both on your deed for your property, right?
My wife is, we just got married last
Oh,
year.
sorry,
Or
okay.
2 years ago.
So
He can
it's
get
just,
booted to
it's
the
just.
curb at any time.
Yeah. This is the only part that I've invested in so far.
He drew the short straw.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put, yeah, no, I was just thinking, you know, if it was the two of them compared to her and,
Yeah, no,
you
she
know,
is the
so,
common
okay,
owner.
she's
of
the
both,
common owner
right?
of both,
So
okay,
that's,
gotcha.
and to
That
me,
makes
that-
it even easy, that makes
Correct.
it even easier,
Yes.
gotcha, okay.
As long as the town's. You know,
Yeah.
I don't see any problem with it.
Should we put a.
I need a motion,
Just so we're clear, there's no water service, that's right?
No, just ours. I mean, as far as in the garage,
Yeah.
water service or something?
Yeah, like a spigot or anything.
No.
Should we ask for to have it done by, redraw it by a certain time, or just let them?
Do you have any sense?
Is there any other kids or is she a only child or?
She has her sister down in Florida, but there's no issues there. As far as drawing it, I would think once her uncle passes, her uncle has like lifetime use of the house next door. Once he passes, that house is very old. I don't even know if that house may actually be raised.
Well, it's not so much the house, it's the plot.
Oh, right.
right,
Well, if that happens, it'll just all go into one.
You'll merge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would eliminate any of the problems with any of this.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. I don't want them to spend money they don't have to spend,
Right,
but I
right.
don't want.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't aim the turn out on it.
So they don't even have to go to the county for their taxes.
I mean, if that, in the eventuality of that happening, you would do just a simple deed transfer and then a lot line adjustment. That would be through the assessor's office.
Do we need, letter from us?
Yeah, I think it would be appropriate.
Do we need a motion?
Yeah, a motion to authorize the building of the garage. Is it 1 foot over or?
One,
do we have an exact-
So
It's
far
about
out,
a foot. I mean, the line is curved.
how far out the road is it?
It's in line with the house.
Yeah, it's
So
I
it's,
don't have, I mean, we had that picture, but you really can't see much. At least on the
yeah.
island. I just don't want any.
meets the other criteria that's necessary.
Yeah, it's well off the road. And behind the house, right?
it's in line with the house. So the house is gonna actually, right now it's an L shape going away from the road, the L. And this is just gonna, the front piece, which will make it a T, if that makes sense. So it's in line with the house, current house we have, same distance from the road.
I'd make a motion that we allow this in writing and all the setbacks and that. And,
we're authorizing building the garage. And
providing that all the setbacks are maintained. Existing.
Except for the 1 foot.
Except for the 1 foot over.
Right, setbacks, correct, from the roadway, yes.
except for 1 foot over the line, right?
It's approximately a foot. It's hard,
It'll be 10.
well, it's hard to keep it square because the line comes on an angle, so.
Eventually, it's all gonna be one property.
Correct.
All right, I need a motion, anybody got a second now?
I said second.
You seconded it?
I already said second. Pay attention.
All in favor? I'm good, I got a lot to report. All in favor?
I,
Kevin's gonna generate the letter for you.
see, you should have just come 2 months ago when it first came across there.
Well, they told me I didn't meet when Cootie was here. Cootie's talked about it.
Well, first of all, that's.
He's not here anymore.
No, I'm aware of that. But that's what happened. And he's like, no. He said he talked to you and said that, no, you don't need it because it's family owned. And I'm like, okay. And then I put in for the building permit and it sat for a month. And finally, I'm like, what's going on? And then we're here now. So the application has been in for over a month.
Kevin, I think you got the original packet. That's on here. That one?
On this? Okay, yeah.
So we're all good?
You don't need a note.
No.
Okay. Just checking. Didn't we have to, when it's normally neighbors, you have to?
Well, yeah, and I mean, in this case, it's the same.
Well, I know.
I mean, she's
Just-
writing a
no,
letter
I'm
to
just-
herself.
I'm
And
just
the
saying.
property's big enough where she's not.
Just
in the
double
20
checking.
photo.
Yeah, no,
Just double checking.
it's worth, it's a good question to ask.
I'm glad that you guys are trying it out. And put it behind us and put it behind you when you start. Because you're running out of letters.
Before it starts snowing.
Yeah, I know. So thank you very much.
You're gonna be safe on the way.
I don't know, did William indicate that, the permit was ready? Did he say? Or he was just
Did
waiting?
you already make an application to the plant, to
Yeah.
code enforcement?
Yeah, he turned it over. I think he turned it over to you, sir.
And you got.
Yeah, so
He turned it over to
I'll,
me.
Yeah.
I'll get ahold of William tomorrow morning.
So is it possible I might be able to get it tomorrow, Jen? I talked to Jen a couple of times. She's the only person I can actually see.
I will copy Jen in on the email I send to William,
Okay.
saying that you appeared tonight and we're okay with issuing.
Okay. Can I get, you add that in on me too? Email
Yeah.
or whatever, so I have it?
Yep.
Okay,
You're good to go.
thank you. You guys have a great night. Thank you very much.
Be safe out there, will you?
What was that?
Be safe.
Try.
Retired.
Retired? Yeah, I'm retired 4 years ago.
Hey.
Now it's,
He
now it's
guards
just,
the motor vehicle in the court.
not motor vehicle, but the courts, yeah. We used to do motor vehicle during COVID. Thank you. You guys have a great night.
You too.
Vinny, it was good seeing you.
Take it easy.
All right. Well, yeah, all right, might as well talk about a couple other things. That's done. That's done. That's done. Okay. The delinquent mobile home parks, the 3 of them. Can we touch base on that, or
So,
I brought the 3 down there.
yeah,
Well, there's another one that I sent a letter out that they're not doing anything. I thought, I got the registration, sent 2 or 3 letters about the check and all that stuff, but I got the registration, that's all I got. Now email you that one.
they're probably, there was a meeting yesterday regarding water issues, and I know it's a separate issue, it's mobile home park compliance, but a lot of them also have a water component to it. And my guess is that I'll look at that list and we'll compare it with the water department's list. Those 3 are probably on that list. And what were there, like 6 that are still, no, that was a different matter.
Yeah.
It was a whole day ago.
I know, that was a lot of information. My head was pounding after that. Maybe the parks are in compliance with the water. But they're not in compliance with the code.
They said that they were and that they were ready to go.
Right, so we'll send a notice out to them.
Next on the agenda, planning board vacancies. It's obvious that we reduced our numbers. we're gonna go into an executive session in a bit to discuss personnel matters. But, you know, if anyone is interested, you know.
Did the ad go into it?
Huh?
Did it get advertised?
Yes.
Don't have the bill
Did
in
a
it.
timeout or?
Sue, the bill will show up in the next month's, invoices, because we ran it, because of the timing and nature of it, we ran it through our account,
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
so, and that's,
Okay.
So it went to Kelly, right? Any letters
Yeah.
went to Kelly?
we're supposed to go to Kelly, I haven't heard that,
I did today.
nothing, or,
I went around another week.
Okay.
And then put it on, I mean, they'll go on our dime anyway.
Like-
but-
like, you know, there'd be a news story or something. I mean, we created, not only did we send it out, we sent it out as a press release and an ad.
Mhm.
I don't know that it ever got picked up by anybody, this press release.
Well, I think we need to,
Should probably be on our website.
Yeah.
Is it on our website?
I doubt
I don't know.
it. I don't look, I haven't looked. Joe,
Maybe they can bring it up at Wednesday's meeting.
Is what on the website? I'm sorry.
The vacancies.
Oh, I don't know, yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point, we can mention it, Monday and Thursday next week, the town board meeting on Wednesday.
and then we got the 15th,
Sessions.
17th.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I have jury duty on the 15th, so I won't be able to make the meeting.
How you get out of it?
Well, there's apparently a trial coming up next week from what I hear.
Go real late, and by the time you get to the door, they're turning you away because they got too many people.
All right, I'll do that.
Is that gonna be in the minutes?
No,
I'm just giving them the secrets of
It is
jury
on
duty.
film.
You wanna know how bad it was when I went the last time? I was the last one they let in the door. I get all the way downstairs and he said, you can go. And I told the sheriff at the door when he put me through, I said, you know they're gonna send me back out. No, you're the last one. Made me go in.
I don't even get called anymore, I was gonna say.
I neither.
I would have done it, I don't care.
Last time I got called, I actually got placed on the jury, like I was on for the longest time, and I knew
They were
the
gonna cut you.
prosecutor, I knew the defendant, I knew the judge, I knew I'm like,
You're not
I
gonna
can't be on this jury. They let me go eventually, but
discriminate.
they were.
I don't see the vacancies on the website.
I still think another article in the paper, Kevin, would be
That
worthwhile.
wouldn't hurt.
Joe, are you gonna put them on, or do you want, I don't know what was put, I don't have the ad, so,
Let Kevin run it again.
but on the website, Joe asks about the website.
I can prepare something to send to Joe and Kelly and
Yeah, Kelly has control of what goes on the website.
I put in here subdivisions. I don't know why I wrote it, so. scratch that one
Well, you were talking about covenants and setbacks, and
for now. Oh, yeah, and pretty much covenants, if they exist, we just stay away from them.
right.
Right, but if they don't have, do we have a list of the subdivisions so that we have? And the
It's-
covenants are, in the county website or county clerks?
Yeah, I can try to pull up all of the ones, I mean, just from the private work I do, you've got this one, Garden Drive, it's actually called Garden Acres.
Yeah,
You got Fredericksburg Fair,
you can mind, yeah.
you've got Foxwood Farms,
Mhm.
Perfect.
Brookwood has some, Yeah.
When they were approved, it would have been, the covenants would have superseded, been more restrictive than what the.
generally. Well,
They're taking over.
right, and our law as relates to setbacks, whatever, section 564, I think, say, except in subdivisions, you must maintain 20 feet between between structures.
And that's what I said.
The whole idea behind these residential subdivisions is it's a denser population, kind of like, city living, like, so it's, the lot lines are smaller and things are more dense and compact. So I can try to get a list of all of them, but each one of them have different rules, and some of them, virtually all of them, the architectural review committee or the control board were made up of all the original creators and developers who are
Gone.
all gone, I believe, at this point. Some of them have succession plans built into them. Some of them say if the original committee no longer exists, then it's a majority of the property owners
Ours
have say, right? So you have to poll all the property owners to see who, is this going to be allowed? And then some of them time out and say, after a certain date,
Right.
they no longer control. So I can pull them and we can have a catalog of them, but that's not all I can tell you.
Well, it's a moving target anyways. Moratoriums. Are we prepared to ask the town board for the campgrounds and group housing?
I don't have them drafted just yet, but and I think we can do them as one, if that makes sense.
It makes sense, but time-wise and personnel-wise. I think that once we get these zoning meetings out of the way, and then we put our heads together and come up with a plan, either yay or nay. But I looked at my budget, and we could support another meeting or two out of our budget.
Are we moving on then to the zoning meetings? Because I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right, so I thought, and this is kind of clarifying, I thought when we originally set it up that we were gonna have the afternoon meeting just during the Scriba seniors time, but it was gonna be open to anybody that wanted to come during the day.
Okay.
Now, did I get that wrong?
The intent
The
was,
intent.
you were 100% correct.
Okay.
But Mr.
Because now
Oldenburg,
it's a closed meeting and I don't understand why it seems like we're,
I'm going.
I'm going.
do you belong?
Don't have to.
I think their concern was that it's a luncheon too, so
Right.
they didn't.
So, no offense, but we either shouldn't have scheduled at that time, or they have their luncheon another time.
Where they have their luncheon and then, but
Or,
if you're not
right,
a member of the
right.
organization, you're not eating, you're just there.
Right. I mean, because wasn't it stated at one of the meetings that it was only for the seniors? Did I?
Well, it's specific for
Well, it's for
seniors, right?
because a lot of them don't like it right.
Right, but I mean, I thought somebody made a comment, and maybe I misheard it, that it was because they were having the luncheon, it was only for the Scriba seniors per se that have paid their whatever.
Well, just
That doesn't
Right,
make it.
that's what I'm just trying to clarify.
But
You're a stakeholder in this, so I'm gonna
You're
come
part of the
meeting.
committee. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could.
But I thought it was open to everybody, to be honest with you.
Everybody
And I was
does.
the same way as you, and
That's
then
what I
I was
thought
told it
too.
wasn't.
And
Well,
then,
and we were told by one person that really has no say in it.
I'm a member of the Scriba Seniors, and we got an email to say that it's closed to anybody who's not a member of the Scriba Seniors.
that's what I kind of thought.
He didn't have any right to say that.
Right, makes no difference to me, I just want to hear it.
No, I'm glad you said that, because that was not I mean, granted, there are a lot of seniors, but
Yeah.
that's
Wasn't
still,
our
we're
intent.
paying for those
And they don't rent
meetings
the place.
to try and reach out to everybody.
It's not like they're renting the space and they could close it.
How many seniors do you anticipate might show up?
I don't know, I never go to the luncheons. I only go to the business meeting.
Well, I haven't gone in a long,
Are you all
Huh? Oh, yeah, I started to join, and there's some people I don't care to hang around with, to be honest with you. Sorry, I mean, you know.
It seems like they would want, if more seniors wanted to show up.
Right,
Because
right.
it was
That was,
set
I
up
thought, our
for the
intent.
seniors.
I think
Too,
they
that
have
more
a
people
lot.
would join.
Right.
There's usually, I'll say
What,
30
30?
people at the
Yeah,
meetings,
30.
yeah.
I mean, when I came a few times when I don't know, a few years
Set up
back.
the tables, I mean, it's basically like,
But,
The
you know,
tables are all
cafeteria.
generally full.
yeah.
I'm not like a bingo, and I'm not like.
No, and I think that was, at
So-
least that was my
I
understanding,
don't
that
think
was the
anybody's
concern,
teaching
that
either.
they wanted to control the number of lunches because there's a finite amount of food.
Maybe
But,
some,
We're not there to eat.
right, and nor anybody else, like if you're not a member of the group and you haven't paid and
Right.
you're not eating, then, you know, you can stand out.
what time is their,
That's, yeah, what
1
time?
o'clock.
what time and what time is our?
Our meeting is at 1:00.
So then they should be eating at 11:30 or 12.
Well, they all come at 1, maybe you could just, sorry to interrupt your meeting.
No,
but
no,
Maybe
no.
you could just ask them to hold off on
Can
their,
we,
on their lunch
I
until
was
the
just gonna say,
presentation is
well,
done.
no, what I was gonna say is,
Yep.
can we ask Lavella to come an hour later without them losing their mind?
Is-
Okay.
Let them have their lunch.
Yeah, no,
Let them
I,
have their lunch and then we start
And
the,
then you start the meeting.
Right.
Just like you'd have a speaker after your luncheon
They
normally,
do,
but.
they do often have a speaker.
yeah, you
Right.
don't wanna do a presentation in the middle of the
No.
lunch line.
No,
No.
because you won't get any.
right?
No, and you don't wanna, I mean, like I said too,
We
if
don't wanna
somebody wants to
exclude
come
anybody.
during the day, you don't wanna exclude people
Right.
either.
I'm fully supportive of
I was inviting people for a while. I was telling people to come. then
And now, like you said, it's like, that's why I was trying to clarify,
We
because,
You
Try to-
exactly
that. Try to
right.
understand the format, if lunch is a half hour, we start at 1:30 or 2, if it's an hour, 2:00, whatever.
John, you know,
Yeah,
he's-
they're allotting for that time anyway.
you know, one thing that I think that we have.
I'll come Wednesday and bring it up. So, from the audience. Anybody should be able to come to it. I was
Well,
shocked
it'll
when I
be
saw
so
it.
late.
There's so much misinformation going around this town.
well, somebody did ask me and I responded back to them, because they asked about, they heard that zoning was an issue, hopefully I'm not being too long-winded here. And so they sent me a text and said, I heard they're considering zoning, and I said, yes, there's meetings, and she said, well, where do and I wasn't home at the time to double check the dates. And so I said, I think these are the dates, but I said, I know it was in the paper, I think it's on the website, you know, I'll double check them for you, but they're gonna have it at the seniors meeting, but I think that's closed only to the members. And then her response was, well, she and her sister were gonna join, so they're getting
$5.
right, $5, yeah,
Good enough.
right, right, but still, it was like the same thing, I'm caught in the middle, what do I,
Well,
we supposed
first
to
of
tell
all,
them no, they can, or yes, they can?
What is on the scroll for the fire station? You got that on there. I wonder what you're saying.
Is it up there? When I went by,
I saw it today.
oh, you did? Maybe they put it up.
1:00, you have to stand out in the hall, stand out in the hall.
Yes. But I think the fire department, that's just for Thursday.
It's the 17th.
Right.
No.
18.
Or
It's
18th.
It's from 6 to 8.
No, the Scriba seniors meeting is here. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
And Kelly's the one that had brought up when we were discussing it, to have a seniors.
Right, which made sense.
It does make sense.
Maybe you could just ask Mr. Oldenburg to hold off on the lunch until 1:30. So
Or I would say
No, let
move
him
it
eat
ahead
first.
if anything, move it ahead.
Let them eat early, get it
Then
done.
you're
Then they'll leave.
bingo time.
Huh?
Then they'll leave.
Well, we'll be here.
Well,
It's not
if they don't,
like
if they don't
do,
care.
If they don't care, then
Then
they
they
leave.
can leave.
You guys can just sit up there and watch me.
It's
The thing is,
informational.
listen, we gotta get rid of the question and answer, because that opens up a lot. You know, make them fill out the little pad.
I thought that was a good idea, and then he addressed everybody's question.
How
I
did
thought
it
that
get
was-
The question and
I
answer.
think I opened.
You did.
Kevin did it.
It's his fault.
Yeah, but
I'll get your,
I
I'll get your
mean,
question.
you know, reading that room, we weren't gonna get out of there without answering some questions.
Well, then none of them were there for, very few of them were there for zoning.
Right,
there for
they were there for
the
the
craft that
session.
made
Yeah.
the campground,
Right.
it was totally
Right,
False.
Nothing to do with
false.
right.
Say it. Finish your sentence. No. It was.
Let's see what we can do on that.
I think Jonathan should focus on,
Look, put their presentation.
no, it was a great presentation, but I think we need to lean towards, I almost think, cut the part about the real regimented zoning and the city and that kind of thing, and focus more on the other part.
The
I think would help a little bit, the lower.
Yeah, lower.
I think that would help a little bit to, you know what I mean, just gradually mention it a little bit and then kind of lean towards the other way. But that's just my opinion.
That makes sense.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Couple of more information only. Liberty Solar is going forward with this. They're having a lot of brick walls around it. One being surveyed because they changed the footprint. I don't know what else is happening. I talked to that Will Appenheimer, and he assured me that they are going forward. And I also got a call from Spectra in Florida that 76 acres. Mine you, it's more less.
Yeah.
That they were with, like, put a subdivision in there.
How many houses are they talking?
76 acres worth. They're bigger houses. I don't know if that's what we need to describe it. It's a great big house. And there's another developer that's looking for, say, 2-bedroom, bath and half house, which is probably more affordable to most people.
Plus, doesn't some of that land cut through where the proposed transmission lines
The
are?
Tar Hill project was through there, and they brought it up to these people brought it up, and Rick said they wouldn't mind.
Where's that?
Yeah, it's coming from 10th Street, in that area, in the new substation. I don't know where the mark is, or something, someplace.
Well, yeah, there's up by the reservoir in the city,
Yeah.
behind the mental health center on Leonard Street.
Right.
That's where the new substation's gonna go. And there'll be transmission lines across the fields. Instead of taking a hard turn north, they're gonna keep going straight behind all the properties on the south side.
Gotcha, behind the wall road there, all the way up through.
And then take a dogleg left at Davis's property, between Davis and Russell, and then connect to the existing lines.
Coming across Marty Ballardino's property.
So that's what
The plan.
the plan is. It's on. I know.
But
I figured you knew
I
that.
just myself
I figured you knew that. I figured you
Well,
knew that.
we all know.
It's the Board of Elections now.
Yeah. Still in that.
So, Benny, have you got anything else besides going into executive?
No.
Oh,
Are we
and
gonna
Yes,
have those
no.
moratoriums for their meeting Wednesday?
As far as try
I
it.
can take a look and see. Can I make one more point on
Yes.
solar projects? So, matter of public record, so I'm not talking about school, the town of Oswego, just last evening approved two previously approved solar projects, and actually 3. The 2 last night, the town negotiated with 2 separate solar companies, a host community benefit agreement. So it's an extra payment specific to the town, in this case Oswego, separate and apart from any money they receive in a pilot payment for these projects. It's, and again, This was all negotiated, it's $2,000 per megawatt. In the case of one company, they offered it for 25 years. The town agreed, with a 2% increase annually compounded. And then the other company agreed to a 2,000 per megawatt for 20 years. They only wanted to do 20 years. The town doesn't have any restriction on that. Again, 2% per year. So between the two of them over that lifespan, it's about $500,000. And that's all money that stays in the town. So that's, and I will share with you that the solar companies, obviously started much lower, the town started higher. Essentially,
Who's ours? Is ours two?
Three.
Three?
it's three.
That's three?
They've already.
Because we did end up negotiating a sort of a host fee with that one that was in the process, right? The one over in
Yeah.
29?
Yeah, so anyway, that's, and another host agreement with the other company, they needed an easement to get onto their land, the town granted it to them. So, that was a couple of years.
Is Liberty the one that came in that wasn't very prepared with the presentation?
Yeah. They didn't have,
It was weak, yes, that's what I thought.
but they're the biggest. One of them. They're all over.
They are,
They've made the news several times.
they're the biggest, and hopefully they got their act together and they give us more.
Well, that's,
I don't even think they read our solar law.
I don't think so either.
yeah, they did. They sent us the
Their
check.
drawing was so far off.
Yeah.
The two projects, again, with two separate companies in the town of Oswego, both presented 3-ring binders that were that thick.
Well, that's what
They
we're
were as
looking,
thick as Missy's book,
that's what we're looking for, and
jam-packed with information.
they need to send copies, hard copies.
Yeah.
I think 7 copies to the board.
They'll do,
With everything.
generally, in my experience, they'll do whatever you want, but they will also make an electronic version. Usually it's in a Dropbox. And that's helpful to send out the secret notices to all the agencies that we need to notify.
Code enforcement would rather have it on electronic.
Yeah.
A stack of drawings they gotta store someplace.
County's the same way.
Paper is.
Right. Anything else? Right, do we close the meeting and go into executive session?
Well, you would,
Or do we
Adjourn,
go into,
right?
and then
Adjourn.
come and close?
you make a motion to go into executive session. There's a start to that executive session, then there's an end. When you come out of executive
Then we
session, then you adjourn the meeting or
Okay.
recess it, however you want to do it. So
Adjourn.
you have a motion to enter into executive session to discuss the employment history of a particular person or.
And motion to enter executive session for the purpose of discussion
Second.
in accordance with New York State Public Services Law, Rule 5, and to discuss personnel issues. Do we need a
Yeah, motion.
motion? to
Missy
do
made the motion.
Second.
that? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm not so sure on this.
What?
No. Can we-
Yeah, I don't know. There's an office open.
Yeah.
That's where we go. We'll be back.
We'll be gone.
Can't leave.
Can't keep playing right through them. Oh, what do you mean we don't open up Shelley's office? I got the key.
I know where else is open.
Yeah, we.
Alright.
board.
You gonna play it for us. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.